So now remember, we're not going to talk about production. We're only going to talk about exploration, i.e. The part at which oil companies decide to try and find oil. So to do that, we'll have to cover a few topics, and we'll start with petroleum geology. After that, we'll talk about the physical properties of rocks, and we'll see why we need to talk about physical properties of rocks. And then we'll talk about two ways of doing measurements that help us understand the physical properties of rock remotely from the surface. And then we'll talk about how we put it all together to find oil. So let's start with petroleum geology. Now remember that petroleum geology is a subset of geology, and it only concerns itself with the geology of petroleum, which is a subset of generally sedimentary geology only, which is only about a third of the discipline of geology. Now, geology has several principles. One of the most important principles for us at this point in time is called the principle of superposition. Okay, and that's the principle where it states that a sedimentary rock layer is older than a rock layer that's underneath it, and typically older than the one that is above it. Okay, so on the left there you see a picture of the Grand Canyon, and you can see in the different colors and in different textures the different kinds of rocks and laid out in a layered fashion. And on the right hand side you have a cartoon of the same Grand Canyon rocks, whereby on the left here you can see their ages in terms of geological ages, and indeed they show that the deeper a rock is, the older it is.